Okay, I'm gonna rise up, gonna kick a little ass, gonna kick some ass in the USA, gonna climb a mountain, gonna soar a flag, gonna fly on an eagle, I'm gonna kick some butt, I'm gonna drive a big truck, I'm gonna rule this world, I'm gonna kick some ass, I'm gonna rise up, I'm gonna kick a little ass, rock, flag, and eagle!
America! Fuck yeah!
You're putting way too much emphasis on the A. There is no America. It's just Merca.
Well, I was going throwback to Team America.
World Police, yes. I
Yes.
know. But we are living in America, so...
Yeah, which that movie should be required viewing for everyone taking a citizenship test.
I would love to be there when they administer that test. What are the puppets doing bouncing around?
Oh, never you mind that. Anyway, this is TV10 Podcast Episode 0454.
Yep.
Okay, got it right.
454 episodes where you get to enjoy two chuckleheads talk about TV news and go over some reviews. And yeah, we got local Utah booze. Cheers. Clink, clink.
Tommy Milagro found some local whiskey down there in Sacto.
Yep, I am still in Sacramento.
We should note that whiskey is no longer technically local. It's not owned locally anymore, but it's still good shit.
And of course, it was founded in Utah, and it was actually
one of the originals.
And it was one of the few drinks we started off with at TV10 Podcast. So unofficially, this is brought to you by High West Double Rye Whiskey. Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
And, great taste as always. And of course,
it's a throwback to the early days of TV10 when we didn't have any official sponsors. We just grabbed whatever booze we could and said, hey, let's make this a Doink Doink sponsor.
Yeah. And now we actually have real sponsors. And in fact, Bill Frosto, he is
living the dream.
Yeah, he is living the dream right now officially with Bohemian Brewery's Cerveza.
The official beer of summer.
It's the only beer of summer for you. Let's not lie.
Yes.
By the way, how are things in Utah? Are you broiling to death at this point, or?
We're up in the 90s. We're right around this here Sunday. We're right around 93 right now.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of cool weather for you.
Relatively speaking, yes.
Well, considering I'm in 108-degree weather right now.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. That escalated quickly.
Well, and here's a funny thing. I went to see my nephew play baseball in this fucking heat.
Ooh.
And I'm like, no, that is not a good thing.
But do the locals even notice it?
Yeah, because there's like my sister underneath this shaded canopy, and she's getting like these little cloths that are wetted down with ice water, trying to.
Okay.
But of course, they're going about this normally, and then there's my brother-in-law going, "Do you need a beer?" I would just prefer.
Do you need some hydration? Is what he was really asking.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I'm just cool with water. Literally, I am absolutely cool with water.
You're not repping the TV10 podcast very well with that attitude.
I am not wanting to get busted in Sacramento either. So let's just say I'm trying to be very, very good. But thankfully, I'm doing the responsible thing, drinking while doing a podcast. Cheers,
Good
everyone.
for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. We got all the niceties out of the way, and let's remember to do this up top now. It's like if you want to reach out to us, TV10 Podcast, Gmail, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those places.
Mhm.
No TikTok.
Nope. And apparently we're not on Stitcher anymore. I'm not sure.
Well, no, Stitcher. We've been on Stitcher since the beginning. Stitcher itself has ceased to exist in August. They're shutting it down, and
Okay.
they're gonna redirect you to Pandora, which I don't know that Pandora actually has podcasts. I'm gonna have to look into that.
All right.
But yeah,
All right. So
the Stitcher. I used to like Stitcher, then it just all sorts of fuckery started happening with it, and I switched over to a different podcast provider. Yeah.
All right. Well, until we get those Deezer dollars and
Yeah.
the
Deezer
and
bucks.
bucks. Yeah. One quick thing before we go on, because your mic's
Yes.
coming across a little bit hot here. I'm just now noticing here, partly because I haven't really fully dipped in. So,
Okay. All right.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
That's about where it was before. So
really. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well, never mind. I wish we had a producer.
we'll fix it in the mix.
Yeah. We'll figure this all out. You pay no attention here to the man behind the curtain, kids. So
Yeah. Well, a fine how do you do for Patricia Arquette on Friday. They canceled High Desert over there at Apple TV Plus
of
after
course.
one season. Apple TV Plus doesn't usually cancel anything after one season. They just usually give it a couple, to spend that shareholders' money.
hmm
Because I don't think Apple TV Plus has yet to make a profit, but they sure do produce some expensive fucking shows.
I was going to say, I mean, we had 3 beautiful seasons of Ted Lasso. We're starting to get into Silo. And of course, we've got the problem with Jon Stewart. And let's see, what was the show with Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston? The
morning show, yes.
Yeah, that fuckery is around. And
okay.
And more importantly, they allowed the Jason Momoa thing to go on, but this one they're going to say, fuck off.
Well, I think maybe now they're starting to look at the bottom line saying, hey, we're not making any money on these things. Maybe we should pull some of this back.
Yeah. Well, here's a way to do that, Apple TV Plus. This is the freebie that we get before you pony up money for the consulting. Anytime Mimosa comes up and says, hey, I got a great idea. It's a post-apocalypse. Just pass. Right.
No, we're post-apocalyptic warriors who are also blind.
That's a hard pass for us. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Yes, yeah. But they got a couple seasons out of that shit anyway.
I know.
And in other news, see, I don't have a lot of new shows premiering this week.
Gee, really. I wonder why.
It's kind of a short week.
It wouldn't have anything to do with a writer's strike or something like that, would it?
It would mostly have to do with the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah, because Merca. So.
I know you don't celebrate that in California, down in the People's Republic of California.
Yeah, we're going to have this other thing where we're just going to explode some stuff for Merca in our own way, which I'm trying to figure out why the fuck you want to have anything with the word fire in California at this point. Someone explain that shit to me. I would love to hear it.
Is any part of California currently on fire?
No, but I know our friends.
That's going to change probably, but.
Well, I know our friends in Canada have been dealing with some wildfires of late, so I haven't had a chance to reach out to them. But last time I heard, SlamWrestling.net was not on fire.
Okay.
So that's good. That's actually a good thing in this case here.
We'll make America Canada again.
Well, we've never stopped making things Canada. We just stop when it gets to anything socialist.
Michael Imperioli, he of The Sopranos and The White Lotus, would like you to know that if you are a bigot or a homophobe, you are no longer allowed to watch The Sopranos or The White Lotus or any of his other works, whatever those might be.
Okay. I'm all about Christopher laying down the law, but Crazy thought. Wasn't The Sopranos kind of all about some bigoted,
Little bit, yeah.
bigoted Italian Americans?
I would
Excuse me,
like,
Italian, not Italian.
yeah. Also, I'm kind of curious how he's going to enforce this.
Yeah, that would be very keen to do. I mean, we have a way of filtering out all that with our podcast. It's just called We Talk TV and not any murder podcast or, get on with Joe Rogan show. So,
We invite all homophobes and bigots to listen to this show. We could use the numbers.
yes, I would just love to see someone's take on Orange is the New Black from that crowd.
Yeah.
Sure. So, nothing's off the table at this point.
And we're getting ready for this July. I can give you some stuff that's coming up here in July. Some of the big shows coming up. Well, how about? I know it's kind of slim for the first week of July. How about a Wham documentary on Netflix?
Okay. I'm curious to hear what this doc is going to involve. It's just
they found Andrew Ridgeley, so he's got a lot to say apparently.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Oh, go on.
Do tell, yes.
Yes. I just want to know how being straight and untalented got so far for him.
And let's see. We got the documentary about. We talked about this last week. The Ashley Madison affair.
Yeah,
it's coming up this Friday. Yeah, all about that. You've checked your email for your account, right? You have not been hacked lately.
I have not, and I don't know what you are insinuating. I have no idea whatsoever. I respect the sanctity of marriage. It's the other women that want out of the marriage. Hey, I mean, I'm just here, is all I'm saying.
Coming up on Monday, the 10th, that long-delayed fourth and probably final season of Miracle Workers. Daniel Radcliffe, Steve Buscemi. Yeah, those were supposed to premiere back in January, and Warner Bros. Discovery pulled some fuckery, and now you're finally going to get to see it.
They just said, all right, we're going to let you have this one because this is the only nice thing we're going to let you have now.
It is the last TBS scripted series.
Yeah.
Same goes for TNT as well. Also on Monday the 10th, there enough shit went down behind the scenes at Playboy that there is a second season of Secrets of Playboy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, there was a whole lot of shit in the first season.
Wow.
And now there's yet more to come.
Okay. I just want to ask the obvious question here. What, and I can't stress this enough, the fuck was going on in that grotto for real? I thought we tapped it all, phrasing. So
well, there's more. That is on A&E. It is followed by a new limited docuseries, Secrets of Miss America. So all of our beloved institutions, Playboy, Miss America pageant, all sorts of fuckery going on behind the scenes.
Is it heinous fuckery most foul?
I believe so, yeah. Heinous fuckery most foul, yeah.
All right. And ew.
Which was the last Danzig album. Was pretty good, actually. And a second season of Lil Jon Wants to Do What?
Seriously, is that the title?
Yeah.
Lil Jon Wants to Do What?
That's the title of the series. It's on HGTV.
Yay, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
He's still a
somebody must have watched it. On Wednesday the 12th, the after party is back for a second season. We only have a couple of people coming back to reprise their roles. Tiffany Haddish as the detective, and Sam Richardson is one of the characters.
Okay.
And there's a new murder to solve.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Of course there is.
This time the murder happens at a wedding. The groom ends up dead.
So, is it a tragedy or is this more of a public service?
Well, it seems like this guy dodged a bullet here.
Ooh, I see what you did.
Or not, as the case may be.
Oh,
Thursday the 13th, What We Do in the Shadows, Season 5.
yay! We need what we do in the shadows, and I guess now, and now Gizmo here is learning to be a vampire,
Yeah.
and I don't know what this fucking twat is going to do trying to be a vampire. He's a fat little twat of a vampire. That's how I
Believe it or
see
not, they've been, they've been alive for like hundreds of years.
him.
Well, undead for hundreds of years.
Right.
And they've never paid a visit to a mall. That changes in the first episode of Season 5.
Yay! Okay.
So, of course, when Lazo sees a baby store, it's like, oh, good, it's good to keep them all in one place.
And of course, I could just hear all the voices again, and I'm trying to think. Isn't what's his bucket? The energy vampire.
Colin Robinson.
Yeah, he's going to be doing some work in politics. If I saw the
I believe so, yeah, which is a perfect place for an energy dragon.
energy dragon. You
That's
mean
a different thing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Energy vampire. Energy dragon would be something else completely.
Okay, bigger question. Did
That
I?
would be the lead. No, that would be the lead singer of Imagine Dragons. This is what I was thinking of.
No, that's the shoot off when they do their other projects. So I can't wait for this. So we got to have something to tamp out the fuckery that's going on in Mayans MC of late. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God. As I mentioned, you should have known something was up when every episode has death or blood in the title.
Mm-hmm. They are going for broke at this point. And literally, they are breaking fucking shit down. Oh, fuck. I mean, I love this, my people, but come on. Let me just take a minute here. Shit.
Tuesday, July 18th. Justified City Primeval.
Yay!
Waylon goes to Detroit.
Yeah. That's, well, and of course, Walton Goggins won't be available because.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. We got Timothy Oliphant. So that is always a great thing to have.
No Winona. Still,
Yeah,
I'm still going to watch it.
I will too, just because he's not in Kentucky, but he's in Detroit wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah, I can't wait. This has got some serious McCloud vibes to it.
Mm-hmm.
See, kids, McCloud was a 70s cop show about a cowboy working in the big city.
And cultural clashes ensued.
Yes.
Oh, man, I haven't heard that name in forever. Way to dive into the classics, sir.
Thursday the 20th. This is one of my favorite shows. It's so stupid. Tacoma FD.
Oh.
It's the Broken Lizard Super Troopers guys.
Mm-hmm.
Season 4 premieres on the 20th.
It's season 4.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it's only been less than a couple seasons, or is that because of the
4 seasons.
pandemic? Wow. All right.
And here's a big one.
Oh.
Minx Season 2 on the 21st. This is the show that was on Max.
Mm-hmm.
And unceremoniously canceled after 1 season, but they had already produced a 2nd season, so Starz bought it.
Okay. So
This is a story of a young woman running what it is basically Playgirl in the 70s,
mm-hmm.
and trying to get it out the door and distributed, and feminism ensues.
So Starz just went, hey, we want to be edgy too. We can do that.
We can do full frontal nudity 40% of the time.
Yeah, that is true. They do that. So in between,
that is also on Tommy Milagro's business card, by the way.
I can do full frontal.
Just 40% full frontal.
Okay, there's our total right there. 40% full frontal. Oh God, how? And again, we don't get paid quite as much as Joe Rogan does. I don't
But our
understand why.
content is just as good, if not better.
Well, compared to Joe Rogan, yeah, it's always going to be better because again, 100% racist free, 40% full frontal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's our selling
More
point.
as we get into the tail end of July, even more cool shit's coming up. Futurama, the latest comeback for Futurama. This would be technically season 11. That is going to be on Hulu on the 24th. Pioneer Day. Pioneer Day.
Yes. So here's my question to you, Bill, because we've talked about this the last time. You finally tapped out after they've been canceled, brought back, canceled, brought back, canceled, brought back.
No, I've kept up with all of it.
Okay, but would
I
you
might
want
have missed
to?
I might have missed a movie in there somewhere,
Hmm,
but on Comedy Central. But yeah, I've kept up with Futurama.
okay, but would you want to still watch this
Oh
Futurama
hell yeah!
show? Okay.
Fuck yes, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, just wanted to be certain about that. Which does bring up the question then, because when the end of Futurama occurred, it was Leela and Fry. They got married, but they kind of broke time, and then
Dude, they Barry Allen that shit. Yeah,
yes, they did before
yeah.
Barry Allen shit.
Fun fact: the very first season of Futurama, when it premiered in, I believe, 1999,
Yeah,
1998, 99.
yeah.
That was one of my. I think that was my first appearance on the Morning Zoo
No
as it
kidding.
in the telling them all, mostly Carrie, about this Simpsons spinoff sort of cartoon set in the future.
Hey man, not everybody reads the New York Times or the New Yorker to get their TV reviews.
This is back when the studio was on West Temple,
Right? Oh,
a building that no longer exists,
yeah, it's been paved over, folks.
with the Death Trap elevator.
Everything in West Temple was a death trap. Let's not lie. So,
Yep,
and it still is to some extent there. So, if
yep,
you're ever in the greater Salt Lake area, let them know. TV10 podcast said West Temple is a death trap.
yep. On Thursday, the 27th, Harley Quinn season 4
Hmm.
already.
What day is that dropping?
The 27th. That's a
The
Thursday
27th.
on the Max there.
Okay.
On Friday the 28th, Good Omens season 2 finally.
Yes. And let's see. That's Martin. Well, it's got the other Doctor Who and
Yeah,
uh,
that show.
yeah, and the guy that he turned into a werewolf in Underworld. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure there's real names, but I don't care. That means the High West is really kicking into high gear now.
On that same day, Heels
Mm,
season 2 on Stars.
yep, and
Stars has kind of given up on those Sunday night premieres, and now they're just shifted to Friday because Sunday night's too busy.
which is fine by me because there's really nothing going on Fridays. I am kind of curious to see how they're going to build up the momentum since it's been a while since we last saw season 1 of Heels. Because according to Stephen Amell, there was fuckery abound by Stars and some other people. So
Well, they're
I
complaining about Stars.
well, he was just explaining why Heels season 2 didn't come out right away. It was supposed to come out last year, but if I remembered the story correctly, there was some shifting around with Lionsgate, and they somehow Heels got lost in the mix. And if I remember, Lionsgate owns Stars, so therefore, yeah, that's why we're just getting this a little bit late now. But better late than never.
But it's been finished, just sitting around in a can.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not cool.
Well, yeah, but then again, this is Stars we're talking about, so are we really surprised?
Stars somehow still exists, and I think through the business channels I know that there is a price increase coming for Stars, even though they're not giving you much of anything.
Yeah.
there are a handful of good originals in there, but I don't know, man. Right now, it's one of the lower priced ones at $8.99 a month. I think it might be going up by a couple bucks. Don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah. Once you sift through all 50 Cent's Power series, um,
25 of them, yeah.
yeah, there is Outlander still a thing, and there's Heels, and then there's
There's a show I watched called Hightown.
okay,
Sort of a cop drama. It's a good one.
okay,
Also, P Valley is a good one too.
yes.
These are very niche shows, though.
Oh, so
hardly any,
niche.
hardly anyone knows about them. They might as well be on Apple TV Plus.
Well, I don't know if that's the place to put things on Apple TV Plus if High Desert's any indication. So,
Sorry, Patricia Arquette.
if you want to come over to our podcast and say what the fuck, we invite you. We invite you, Patricia Arquette, to come to our show. We'll make that shit happen. We just
Yeah.
we just ask that you have a computer. We're not slagging anybody, just saying we
Not
would appreciate
if you're one of these computerless weirdos, then we don't want to talk to you.
well,
And technically, we can't talk to you.
yeah, that's the other thing too. Thank you. You beat me to the punch. Is there any other stuff that you got for July, or?
That's it for July, and I think it's time for some real news.
All right, well then, hit my music.
It's sports at Tommy Milagro. Go team!
On the Sports TV 10 podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling, and we have to start with tragedy. Oh,
What?
tragedy!
Hello?
Darren Drozdoff dead.
I think I was familiar with this dude.
Yep, Draws, or sometimes he was called Puke. Was no, that was his name originally.
Sometimes puke? Sure, okay.
Well, and partly is because he had this propensity to vomit up at will. True story, man. He was
skills.
Yeah,
mad skills.
True story. He was a football player, and it was a preseason game. He played for the Broncos. They were facing the Miami Dolphins. He was on defense. All of a sudden, he just upchucks onto the football, and well, obviously the center didn't snap it, but I guess he got called for game delay technicality. But yeah, he had all the tools in his arsenal. He was a very coachable person. However, a freak accident involving D'Lo Brown, where he did his usual power bomb, caused him to become a quadriplegic, and he was basically paralyzed from the neck down. Now, in later years, Draws did manage to regain control of his limbs, at least his upper limbs, but never his legs again. But he went on to become a motivational speaker and try to help fund research for spinal injuries. Draws was 54 when he died over the week. There's no cause there's no official statement on what caused his death, but definitely a terrible thing to have had happen there. And moving along to other good things, at least. Let's start with we didn't talk about this last time because WWE and their pay-per-views. If it's not SummerSlam or WrestleMania, it's kind of meh. Money in the Bank happened.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, and that happened in London, England. There was a couple of surprises. Among them, John Cena came out to Money in the Bank. Apparently, he was in London filming the movie Heads of State. You can read about this at the news and rumors section of slamwrestling.net because, I have an MBA.
Here we go.
And there's the first drink right there. Also,
Oh, it's far from the first.
or the last. Let's not lie here. He went on Twitter and said, "I'm simply unable to express the love and gratitude I have for last night's audience. Thank you to my WWE family for always welcoming me back home. Thank you, London, for the opportunity to be part of a truly unforgettable evening." He's also stating that he's trying to work on getting WrestleMania to be in London. So if and when that happens, we will find out. Also, some of the other surprises at Money in the Bank, Shayna Baszler turned on her tag team partner Ronda Rousey during their women's tag team title match. If you missed it, that's okay. Everyone else did. But apparently, Ron.
Oh, two terrible people turning against each other?
Well,
That's out of nowhere.
well, to be fair, Baszler is a great wrestler, and Ronda is Ronda. Um,
Is she the new Ultimate Warrior?
uh, not quite. Not quite there yet, but it's one of those things. But apparently, the reason for the breakup is because Ronda's contract is going to be up soon. But also,
Ooh.
yeah, also,
Ooh, okay.
also in other news at the event, um, uh, Drew McIntyre made his appearance back at Money in the Bank. This is like the first time in a long time. The rumor was he was trying to iron out his contract, and everybody was at loggerheads. But according to the press conference after the event, Triple H said there weren't any contract issues with Drew McIntyre at all. He was recovering from various nagging injuries and claimed the Money in the Bank was the, the highest grossing arena event in the history of WWE. So there's that. And then let's see. As far as anything else that happened that's of note, probably the big one was that in terms of the Money in the Bank matches, Io Sky won the Money in the Bank for the women, and Damian Priest also claimed the Money in the Bank briefcase as well, so he could cash in on a title shot at any time. And also the Bloodline, consisting of the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, had a bit of a civil war, if you will. So no Captain Americas or Hawkeyes were hurt in the middle of this feud, but basically things. The Usos finally scored a pin on the Tribal Chief, which this is the first time he's been pinned for defeat in 3.5 years. Now this should be a big deal, but Vince is still writing stuff, so you can temper your enthusiasm appropriately. And finally, this, and I think this is where we're going to end things at this point. Well, two things just as a reminder, I should say. So this week, the NWA, and that's the National Wrestling Alliance, they will be in Highland Park July 8th and 9th as part of not just a charity event for one of the survivors of the gun violence that occurred last year at the 4th of July. So, because gun violence is still a thing, and we haven't figured out in America, how to curb
America.
gun violence. Yeah. But they will be holding that event at Studio One in Highland Park. They will also be doing tapings for future NWA Power episodes as well as NWA USA. This Tuesday, they are also going to show an NWA USA event on their YouTube channel. So, if you're just about feeling like you need some more Merca in your life, that's the one to turn to. And now, finally, we want to recognize Natalia. That's Jim the Anvil Neidhart's daughter. Apparently, backstage at Money in the Bank, Natalia was awarded the following World's Record awards by the Guinness Book of World Records. So among them, she had the most WWE matches as a female at 1,514 matches. The most WWE wins in a career for a female at 663. Most WWE WrestleMania appearances for a female at 8. Most WWE Raw matches at 174. And most WWE SmackDown matches at 200. So then they also had most WWE PLE appearances. I'm not sure what PLE stands for, but that's at 75. Anyway, so Natalia responded back via Twitter, in case you didn't get a chance to scroll down if you hit your 600 limit here. See, I know I'm so political sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I don't know if that limit is such a bad thing, really.
True.
Just get your ass off Twitter.
Yeah.
Even though our asses are still on Twitter.
Yeah. Just pay attention to us. Everybody else. No,
yeah. We definitely don't make 600 posts a day, so you can keep up with us just fine.
Exactly. But Natty did state this on Twitter. She said, These kinds of stats paint the picture that I want for my legacy long after I'm done. Each one of these records was attained while trying my hardest to build a division, not a person. That's what my family has taught me. Wrestling is a single sport you can't do on your own. So, mostly for the women, use Natty as a great example of what a wrestler should be, and nothing with the Bella twins. They're just,
yeah,
they
didn't win any awards. They didn't win any awards, did they?
Well, they won title belts, but we say this as well at TV10 Podcast. Stop making garbage people famous. And why do we say this? Because it's sports.
It's sports. It's Tommy Malago. Go team. Okay, I know we can read about it at slamwrestling.net. Just give me a hint. What is this head of state about with John Cena?
That I was actually trying to dig up.
Oh, you didn't cover that?
I'm not familiar with it. I thought he was.
You said he was in England filming that, whatever it is.
Let's see if I can find out something about this. Okay, so let's see. Heads of state. Here we go. So if this is the same one, yep, this is the same one. Apparently, it's in production, and it's going to feature Idris Elba.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, Carla Gugino.
Ooh. So far, so good.
Yep, it's also got Pranka Champra in there.
Damn. All right.
And here's some other good ones. Jack Quaid is in this.
Oh shit. Okay.
As well as Stephen Root.
Oh, damn. This is a stacked cast.
Yeah.
And John Cena.
Yeah, and apparently, it doesn't say much more about what the plot line is. They're keeping it under wraps here at this point. But yeah, no big names as far as a director and writer that I can see here. The director is Ilya Neischuler, and apparently, he did do this, so this is good. He did direct the movies Hardcore Henry and Nobody with
shit. All right.
Bob Odenkirk.
Okay. So this all sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what this is going to be about, but I don't fucking care either. So I'm in for it with this type of casting here.
Speaking of casting,
yes,
the Superman Legacy movie.
Ooh.
We've cast Rachel Brosnahan, aka the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, as Lois Lane.
Yes.
And David Cornsweet as Superman / Clark Kent. Don't know where he's from, but I definitely know about Rachel Brosnahan.
Okay. I don't know too much about this other guy. Has he done some TV work to the best of your knowledge, or?
I don't know.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Superman Legacy, is it?
Superman Legacy, yeah. David Cornswet. That is Corenswet.
Okay, he has been recently on shows like Pearl and Look Both Ways, We Own the City, Project Payday, Journey 3000.
So he's pretty much in obscurity.
Yeah, pretty much at this point. I mean, apparently he was on House of Cards as Reed.
Do not remember. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all that we've got on tap at the moment here. So.
And I can't believe Frank Christ missed out on this tragedy. Alan Arkin.
Oh, another tragedy. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I did see that Chris did post that there. So, but I'm trying to remember Alan Arkin. What did he used to do TV wise?
I know he did something, but mostly he's best known for Little Miss Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. He was in Argo.
Yes.
Greatest line ever. Argo, fuck yourself.
Nicely done.
Oh, that was just beautiful. Let's see here. Let me see if I could call up some other works that he's done. Let's see.
I don't know if he did much TV.
I think I could have swore I saw that he did. Let me dive into the interwebs here, and let me see what I can find on the life of Alan Arkin. When did you get introduced to Alan Arkin? While I'm trying to look this up here.
I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure it was The In-Laws.
Oh, is that the one?
The
That's
movie.
The one that did it
for you? Fucking great movie.
Oh, let's see. And where is... Okay, here we go. From Variety magazine. Nope, that's just a tribute. I don't want a tribute here.
This is just a tribute.
That's a great song, too, by the way. Thank you for the earworm. Let's see. Born in Brooklyn to Russian, German, Jewish immigrant parents. There's a combo. Let's see. And this is interesting. He was a founding member of the Second City improvisational troupe.
Okay.
And let's see. And then he won a Tony Award for Enter Laughing, a Drama Desk Award for directing the play Little Murders. He directed the original Broadway version of Neil Simon's The Sunshine Boys. Not seeing anything.
Anything about The In-Laws? Was I mistaken on that? Was I thinking of somebody else?
This is CNN. I'm going to,
Oh well, you're not going to get anything out of that.
That goes without saying here. Well, they did say this. He did comedic terms in the Netflix series The Kaminsky Method. So technically, Kaminsky. So
that show.
Yeah, well, it's gone and dead anyway. So fuck it all the way. But beyond that, no, I don't see anything else here. Let me try one more thing. No, I think. Oh wait, here we go. Hollywood Reporter is usually better when it comes to actually reporting news. Let's see here. The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, 1968. Let's see, Little Miss Sunshine we talked about. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything in the way of TV. So, here it is. Winningly funny on the big screen, as seen in the Madcap, The In-Laws.
Yes.
Where he played a mild-mannered dentist opposite CIA operative Peter Falk.
Yes.
Oh.
Serpentine.
He was also in Rafferty and the Goldust Twins as an LA driving instructor driven to madness, and in Freebie and the Bean.
Yeah.
This is the
Bean.
Oh, check this out. He was in Freebie and the Bean as a corrupt Mexican American cop opposite buddy James Caan. Wow.
As a Mexican American cop, huh?
Yeah.
That wouldn't fly today.
I think that would put John Leguizamo into fits.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. A couple of more shows I just found that have been canceled. Shit, TV shows just dropping. These are over on Freeform. One is The Watchful Eye, which I didn't watch, but I know what it is.
Okay.
And it was this kind of a mystery thriller series. And the comedy Single Drunk Female, which was a fine little show. Canceled after 2 seasons. Bummer.
Oh boy. That's a damn shame. So, I don't know what
And
to say.
also, Elizabeth Perkins wants you to know that she's totally on board for a Weeds reboot. Not that anyone has asked her, but she says, I'll do it.
I'm not against it. But trying to remember, how did Weeds end ultimately?
Weeds ended, it did a jump into the future where weed is pretty much legalized across the country. And so Nancy Botwin has her own franchise of dispensaries.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of a happy ending there. And I don't know where they would pick up because I guess that future would be now. The show's been done for so long. If I go back and check the date of when they supposedly jumped into the future, I'll bet it's right about now.
Yeah.
So it could work.
Well, yeah, except in the present day, we're still dealing with heinous fuckery most foul. So
Yeah, but weed is legalized a lot of places.
All right, maybe it can work, at least in Oregon.
America is not a total shit show. At least we got legalized weed in most places.
This is true.
Yeah, the show ended in 2009, so right now could be the future they were set in. And yeah, unfortunately, this reboot is happening at Stars, so no one's going to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, Stars has probably actually, I know it has a smaller audience than Showtime, which doesn't even really exist anymore. Now it's just part of Paramount Plus.
But they got a bigger audience than, us. So
yeah. You don't know that.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. One other thing I'm going to bring up here, and I forgot to do this earlier at the top of the hour here. We've got listener bags. So.
Oh shit! We didn't take care of that in the A block.
Nope, we're taking care of it at the C block here. But.
Okay, I think we're at the D block at this point.
Well, it's all right, but this is still a good one by Dr. Paul White here.
Oh.
And he writes, hey, TV10 podcast, new game. Anytime Tommy Milagro, that's me, tries to tie his MBA skills into a new career, e.g., airline hijacker, negotiator, submarine operator, takes a drink. We workshopped that, and we went by with legal. However, this would be considered negligent homicide if I did that. So we appreciate that, Dr. White, but keep the feedback coming. He also says, catching up on Andor. Nice. Finished Fargo 4. Very good. Is Fargo 5 coming soon? So the last Fargo had Chris Rock in probably his best role of a lifetime, before Will Smith got real weird and slapped him silly. Have you heard anything about new season of Fargo?
We only have so far later in 2023. No specific date, but we do know that this one is starring John Hamm.
Oh, okay.
Who looks quite handsome in a cowboy hat. I'll tell you what.
All right.
Yeah, all we have is like later this year. John Hamm will be playing a character named Roy, and a guy from Stranger Things is set to play Gator Tillman.
Tillman.
And it's got a bit of a Western vibe to it. Also, in this season, other actors include Juno Temple from Ted Lasso, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Lamont Morris, and Richa Munjani. Don't know their status, but yeah, that's all we have on Fargo season 5. But it is coming later this year, unless somebody changes their mind, like they always do.
Yeah. So Well, let's see. Does David Zaslav own FX?
No. This is a Disney thing.
Oh, okay.
FX is technically owned by Disney, so
Then I'd say expect it sometime near the end of the year.
yeah, it's a different area of fuckery.
Yeah.
Oh, and pour one out for Geraldo Rivera. He's been fired and or quit at Fox News.
Yeah.
Supposedly after not getting along with Greg Gutfeld, who is now the new king of Fox News.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I heard correctly, and again, he went on Twitter, and I guess the week before he was let go from the Five, and then recently he was on his yacht on the ocean and said, "Oh yeah, because I was let go on the Five, I quit Fox." And I went, "Well, okay." And I don't know why it's a.
Well, I think at the time he said, I quit the Five, or I've been fired from the Five, but I will continue with Fox as a contributor. Apparently not.
Yeah, something must have happened. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a recent lawsuit costing them half or $750 million, which, let's face it, that's chump change to them.
Yep.
Yeah. But what's it going to do after this? I mean, dude's like in his late 70s, right?
Yeah, he can retire.
Yeah.
He can be done.
Yeah, just like Pat Sajak. You and Pat just chill out in the old actor's home or something. I don't know.
And in the way we measure things in TV viewership anymore, it's like how many minutes have been viewed. As in, Ted Lasso is currently number 3 on the streaming top 10 with 1.2 billion minutes watched.
That's billions with a B.
That is with a B, yes.
Okay.
It falls behind, third behind SWAT. SWAT? The CBS show, but they can stream it on Paramount Plus. And that was the show that was canceled for a minute and then uncanceled.
Yeah. How reliable
is Shamar Moore from Criminal Minds is the headliner of that show. So that is number 2 with 1.4 billion viewing minutes across Hulu, Netflix, and Paramount Plus. Number 1, and this is sad, Fubar on Netflix with Arnold Schwarzenegger with 1.7 billion viewing minutes. Not a good show.
Yeah. How reliable is the source? Let's start there.
It's from Nielsen.
This is Nielsen?
Yes.
Wow.
This is from Nielsen via Variety.
Okay.
And others in the top 10 include Manifest, the final season, Succession, and even All American from the CW.
Okay. That proves to me everything I need to know. So please understand when I say the following, everyone. You're what's wrong with TV watching. We give you all sorts of gems you need to watch harder, and yet you're choosing to watch Fubar?
Yeah.
We warned you. We warned them. We warned them.
To be fair, to quote Letterkenny, Ted Lasso's number 3. It ain't bad.
It should be number 1, man.
Well, it should, yeah, but at least it's in the top 3.
Under Fubar, though?
No, yeah, definitely not under Fubar, no.
Okay, folks, here's what's going to happen. So for the next 30 days, you need to watch what we tell you to watch harder. That is Hash Brown Watch Harder. I can't stress that enough. We can't have shows like this go under, okay? You're better than this. Come on, get it together.
And more news, the 3rd season of Reservation Dogs will be its last.
See?
There's another one going.
See?
It's going to premiere on Hulu on August 3rd. Mm-hmm. And so after this season, no more Reservation Dogs.
If I heard correctly, they're going to have a special showing as this episode drops on Monday. So I want to say it's on Hulu or it's on FX, and then in August you'll have to watch it all on Hulu. So,
Okay.
but the other thing is, I think this was always in the works that it was just going to be four seasons and they're done. But what we're trying to tell you, Merca, try to be like America and watch that harder. Okay? We are telling you at TV10 Podcast, watch that harder. So
Yeah.
no Kardashian shit, no other garbage human, especially nothing from Fox News. Watch these things harder. Can you do
Yeah.
that? All right. Sorry, I don't mean to go dad voice, but every once in a while, it's like, oh, you wound me right up, you fucking Muppets. So,
Yeah. And okay, let's get out of here with a few recommendations of what to watch harder. I will cop to saying that I'm actually enjoying The Walking Dead, Dead City. I
okay,
did not think I would be into it. Apparently, a lot of people were like big viewership numbers for the first couple of episodes. So people are into it so far.
good.
And also the Righteous Gemstones, of course,
Yes.
fucking hilarious. This Seth Rogen Rose Byrne series Platonic on Apple TV Plus.
Oh,
Quite enjoying that.
okay.
And also this Silo show, which people are. I've been watching it. I watched the finale, and people are just going nuts for it. All I see is vertical Snowpiercer, but good on you if you like the show.
Mm-hmm.
And Riverdale is just fucking insane.
That
Riverdale is just. I mean, I've been saying that for several seasons now, but it's more true than ever. Now more than ever, Riverdale is fucking insane,
mm-hmm.
and I'm going to leave it up with the Eric Andre show, which is purposefully insane, and you should be watching it.
That much harder.
The best talk show on TV.
The only talk show on TV.
Literally the only talk show on TV that you should be watching on Adult Swim and HBO Max.
Right.
And what do you got?
I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna go. Well, you already took my Righteous Gemstones one.
Yeah.
That's okay. But I am gonna say AEW Collision is looking pretty sweet of late on Saturdays. So I would say that's a good one. Secret
Liking that. I wish they would have chosen a different version of Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
Yeah.
There's several killer covers out there of that song that rock much harder than that, and they could have chosen one of those.
See, this is just the freebie advice that we're giving you, Tony Khan. I am just going to say right now, if you want the full consultation fee, $10,000, your family's good for it. Dump the truck at TV10 Podcast Studios.
Yes.
I will also say though, Secret Invasion is also good on Disney Plus. It's the scroll who came in from the cold. Very good spy vibe to it there.
All right.
Samuel L. Jackson. Let's see, and then also Strange New Worlds, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
Yes.
All sorts of great. All the feels involved. That's my go-to right there.
How about this new Captain Kirk?
He is obviously no Chris Pine, but he's no William Shatner. Thank goodness.
But he's still a dick.
Yeah, you kind of have to be if you're going to be named Kirk.
Yes.
Regardless of what alternate future you come from, you have to be a
right
of a Kirk.
Totally.
All right.
Is that your list?
I think that's it. And I think, are you good or?
I'm good. Yeah, just gonna say happy America Day to all the proud patriots out there.
Yay! So please don't storm.
Stand down and stand by.
Oh well. Also, in case this is going to be used in evidentiary hearing, we're just performance artists, Your Honor.
Tommy Milagro says, "Don't tread on me."
Whoa! Don't throw the brown person under the bus. Come on, that's the police's job.
Hey, we've proven brown people can be white supremacists because this is America.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
To be fair, he's Cuban, so
Oh, he doesn't count then. All right.
but before we get into more trouble that even our lawyers can't bail us out of, happy watching, happy.
And thank our sponsors.
Oh, well,
Almost forgot.
yes. So I would say, especially anybody in Canada that hasn't been burned to the ground, you should check out our fine sponsors, not just Bohemian Brewery with the cerveza there, but you should check out Sugar House Distillery, Outlaw Distillery, which, by the way, I believe they've got a wax sealing event over on the 4th. Go to outlawdistillery.com for more information. They're out in Midvale, Utah.
Nice.
Of course, you can, if you want to go where the birthplace of America is, let's have you go to Ogden's Own Distillery. They are the purveyors. They're
the seat of America.
No, that's Stockton, California, man. It's
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, they are the purveyors of Five Wives, Five Husbands vodka, the Madame Patarini gin, the whatchamacallit, the Porter's Fire, the Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey. They also have the cans. So
they got a lot of stuff.
Yes.
If you have so much stuff that Tommy Milagro can't remember it all, you got a lot of stuff.
Yes. And of course, we say that because, sure, basic bitch sells, but you're not basic. But of course, you need to go to Boostique, get your glassware, get your accessories to mix up cocktails, get some non-alcoholic beverages, if you will.
Sure.
And let them know TV Tan Podcast said hello.
All right. Now we're all caught up. So on that note, good night, America.
And yes, jiggle that handle. Yes, you. It's time to flush. So off you fuck.
I will speak at whatever volume I choose. And if you don't like it, you can suck my big fat dick!
One volume? For every single person in the whole wide world? That's socialism. And I won't stand for it. We should be able to speak at whatever volume we identify with, because that is the American way.
But you are not in America!
We are America, sweetheart. And we carry our country with us wherever